Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a nice quick dish, a caramelised onion, cheese and bacon quiche Lorraine. Nice hot or cold. Now for that we need 100 grams of short crust pastry, which I've already done and lined a 9-inch flan dish there. 2 chopped onions. I've got 2 cloves of garlic, 200 grams out of bacon. I've got 3 eggs, 150 ml of milk, 130 grams of extra mature cheddar there, and I've got half a teaspoonful of mustard powder, about 10-15 grams of butter, and salt and some pepper as well. Now the first thing we need to do again with this dish is caramelise the onions. This has got a lot of caramelised onion, that's why I'm using 2 onions. So we need to go over to the cooker and caramelise the onion. That's going to take 25-30 minutes, and while I'm doing that we can also cook the bacon off as well. So we'll come over to the cooker now. So what we're going to do is melt the butter off in both pans, a very low heat. And then I'm going to put the onions into a small pan and let them caramelise about 25-30 minutes so the juice down nice and soft. So while that's doing, let them come along there, heat. Then while that's doing, in this other pan we're going to cook the bacon off. Again, this is cooking bacon. Like I said before, I've got a 500 gram pack or a pound from the local supermarket. And this is what, 200 grams, which is equivalent to what, 40p bacon. Again, with the price of the onions and everything else and the eggs, it is quite a cheap dish as well. So it's going to make a 9-inch quiche Lorraine as well. You could of course do it and making a little mini quiche Lorraines or little mini tartlets for a party. So now all we need to do is just wait till that's cooked before we go to the next stage. Just cooking that bacon down nicely. Make sure it's well cooked with a nice well cooked bacon for this dish. Nothing worse than undercooked bacon. So, down a little bit more. Right, that's the bacon cooked up nicely. What we now do is now put that aside till the onions are done, and then we can carry on with the rest of it. Right, they're nearly caramelised down. Now about 5 minutes before the end, you want to put the garlic in. So when you get that nice and caramelised at the same time as well. So garlic gets added in. Give that about another 5 minutes, I reckon. That should be done. So I'm going to leave the rest of that to caramelise down a bit more, and then be back in a minute. There we go, let's just turn it nice golden brown. So they've caramelised down nicely, just turn it nice golden brown. Now we're going to take them over to the main area and can continue to make this quiche Lorraine. Right, next stage what we do, get some of the cheese, put half the cheese in the bottom of the pastry case, about half, like so. We then put a layer of the onion on top. It's just going to be layered in. So I layer the onion. You got it spread out nicely. We're just sort of sandwiching the cheese in. We put the rest of the cheese on top of that. So it just sandwiches that onion in between 2 layers of cheese. And then we put the rest of the cheese on top of that. I mean, just the caramelised cheese gives it an extra depth of flavour, better than just normal, using like normal onions. So, there. And what we do on top of that, we now just sprinkle the bacon on top for a top layer. You notice we don't mix the bacon in with the egg mixture, which we'll be doing next. It just all gets layered in. And when you cut into it, you've got nice layers and it looks better and it actually tastes much better as well. So that's all the bacon in, so that's done. So what we need to do now is you get your milk and you put your 3 eggs in the milk. Into that we add salt, pepper and the mustard powder. Give it a good whisk round. Give it a good whisk so it's nicely all mixed together. And when it's nicely mixed, just gently pour that on top of the ingredients in the pastry case. So we cover every little bit. Good. Right, that's now going to go into the oven, gas mark 5, 190 degrees centigrade, 375 Fahrenheit, for about 40-45 minutes until it sets. So I'm going to put that in the oven now and we'll come back when it's finished. There we go, that's done now. I had to give it an extra 10 minutes in the oven. I'm going to let that cool down. Got a bit of it here. I'm going to taste it. Good man. That's lovely. Oh, excuse me, a bit hot, but that is actually lovely. So I'm going to let that cool down. And guess what I'm having for tea tonight? Yep, quiche lane with a salad and some new potatoes. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll be back with the next one soon. Here we go, another dish done. Caramelised onion, cheese and bacon quiche lane. Can't let that one go cold. I do prefer quiche when it's nice and cold. And that'd be ideal to make for a Christmas party, Christmas buffet as well. And very nice. Anyway, so look after yourselves. Be kind to one another. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.